what the F is going on here again, talking about ish that we like to talk about. And if you're wondering for whatever reason, because I think we're like 9, 10 episodes in, what we like talking about, obviously, it's video games. That's what we like to talk about. And that's why we're here. Do we have like a couple things to talk about? Because, we don't want to.
Content.
Just a couple of things. Just a little bit of things.
Just a sprinkle, a little sprinkle. Is that even a? Can you even say that? You have a sprinkle amount of things to talk about.
Sure.
We'll leave it to their imagination what a sprinkle is. A little pinch.
Like that one guy doing the salty emote. Yeah, definitely that.
Yeah, that fucking bastard. Oh man. All right, I digress. All right, we have to start off some Call of Duty stuff that was delayed for like a week and a half or some shit like that. But new season's out, got some weapons, um, new mode. Is it a new mode? Warzone, new mode, right?
Yeah, it's the
And then
BR
they
that's been leaked.
got some monetization stuff. When you guys want a little more information on that?
It's a Wade thing for sure.
All right.
Yeah, Wade, what the F you got? What the F do you got?
I got it all written out because I have a ton of COD news. But let's start with just season 2 general. Started this week. We got new battle pass, new maps, and new guns. We have a new assault rifle and a new submachine gun. This season they're kind of taking a hey, let's go back to Modern Warfare 2 stuff. So they brought back maps like Rust, which is pretty cool.
Bullshit.
Spawn.
Bullshit. You know it. You know it. It's
Why is it
fucking bullshit.
Why is it bullshit? You in spawn camp or something, bro?
Yes, man. I fucking spawn. I run 2 feet, get shot. I spawn, get shot. I spawn, run to
Dude,
Claymore.
It's
I
shipment
spawn, get
2.0.
shot.
It's shipment 2.0. You're fine. You're fine.
Dude,
I'm not
it's
gonna
so
lie.
bad.
The spawns are bad.
I had to go out and buy another fucking controller. That's how bad it was.
Dude, I can tell you right now, just playing Apex because of nasty drift, I have 6 controllers laying on the ground because I yeeted them across my room. So, got you beat.
This map is like the definition of stage 3 cancer. It needs to go away.
Yikes. I haven't played it yet.
You load into it and you're like, oh my god, Rust, yep.
And you're
like, instantly. You're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and then you're like, get me the fuck out of this map. Why did I even think it was fun? You got some jackass up top on the thing just scoping everybody, and
It's rough.
All right, let's continue on that.
Okay.
All right, go ahead. I'm gonna fucking get mad. Go ahead.
So on the whole monetization thing and the new guns, they're doing the same thing they did with season 1, where the new guns are free unlocks at pretty low tiers in the battle pass. So from how much I've played, it's going to take you about 10 hours of play throughout the entire season to get both guns, which in reality isn't that much.
Can I cut you off real quick?
Maybe
Ask a
15.
question. Because I'm wondering, is it the free part of the battle pass that you can do, or
Yeah.
you have to pay?
No, all the guns are free.
Okay, just wanted to double check.
What's like tier 30 and 50?
15 and 30. So real low.
Yeah. Real low.
That's good.
Okay.
That's fantastic.
Yeah,
I was getting my lung capacity up to fucking snap, but you know what? That's good. Proceed, my good fella.
And then a bunch of people were worried about how they were gonna do the old guns from last season. Because if you didn't play last season, how are you supposed to get the new guns, right? Or the guns from last season?
Yeah, I don't think I earned them from last season.
Yeah. So what they ended up doing is instead of like putting them behind a paywall or in loot boxes or anything like that, like they used to in the past, they just attached like challenges to them. So like it's like get 5 kills with assault rifles in 20 games, and then you unlock the new gun, which I think is awesome. Like that is a super customer friendly approach to it.
I mean, it's a step in the right direction, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, if you once you put that lock on it and you throw a caveat in front of it, fuck you, I'm not gonna do it. So I mean, good for them. Good for them.
You had to bend over backwards twice.
Yeah, man. I'm not trying to show them the 50 states. I don't need to do that.
Maybe
at all.
And then lastly of all, we have Call of Duty Battle Royale, which is called Warzone. It has been leaked. people have been getting into like random lobbies and somehow glitching in there because the servers are kind of booty. Um,
Damn. Are they dedicated servers? Do you know?
I don't think so. I think they're still working through a couple companies' different servers throughout the world.
Okay,
Um,
that's
yeah,
a curious
it's
question. It's not
supposedly
bad.
going to be able to handle 200 people,
Damn.
which is a lot. Um,
Mhm.
yeah, we've gotten a lot of news with that. Nothing really hugely surprising. We kind of knew most of it. We got a lot of details. I'm not going to go over everything now because it'd take me half an hour just to get through like what's going on with that whole VR. Um, it's cool though. Definitely something that you should look into if you like VRs at all, or if you're interested. Um,
Yep.
Yeah, Wade wants to shit on you.
dude, I'm so excited.
Wait,
um,
wait, do you have you done any personal like searching online or investigation on the VR at all?
yeah, I know pretty much every single leak that's out. What do you want to know?
Ooh, okay. So, well, it's not really something I want to know. It's just a personal preference. Since you're a COD guy,
Absolutely.
do you, from what you investigated, what you searched, do you think this can either compete or be better than Fortnite and PUBG and stuff like that?
Well, PUBG's dead. Fortnite has had its
Well, I
time.
mean,
It's not.
I wouldn't say PUBG.
Oh,
PUBG's got just got another season.
yeah, they can have as
They
many
got
seasons
a
as
new
they
map.
want. I ain't going over and
They got a
playing
new
that
map.
shit, man.
They got a new map. Yeah, new map. Just like I told you, Wade, the people are there's a certain fan base that are dedicated.
Yeah,
But yes,
I,
PUBG's on the low.
I tried
Fortnite,
to do that without laughing. It was impossible.
Fortnite is slowly decaying.
Um,
And Apex is coming up, but kind of steadying out already because it's like the second week after the season's dropped. Only the kind of the dedicated people are gonna kind of stay.
yeah,
So
I think Apex has their come ups. I don't know. But so the game was leaked to have like this in-game currency, and you
Yeah.
could like make a drop kit and all. And I was getting really hyped because I thought they were gonna do something cool,
console Tarkov.
like a console Tarkov, but in a 200 person
Said that
VR.
quick as shit.
And well, me and Bill literally had a solid hour conversation about how I want this to be a console Tarkov and how it would work as a console Tarkov and be simple enough for like your console community to understand.
Plebs.
I mean,
Yikes.
like you gotta consider like
for
looting and everything.
for 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 the people who don't know what that term is, you want to just quickly explain what that is?
Console Tarkov.
Yeah, just explain what that is real quick.
So there's a game out on PC. Um, super popular. If you guys watch Shroud or
Dr. Lupo.
Dr. Lupo or Dr. Disrespect or a- pretty much a lot of big streamers. They've been playing this game called Escape from Tarkov, and the main basis of it is you load into a map with like 15 other people, and there's AI enemies and other people, and it's really like slow tactical shooter. Um,
Super slow.
yeah, super slow, but it's really well done, and it's really cool because like I don't know if people still get that really like heartbeat sensation
Yep.
like in BRs
I just
where
got done with that, so I know.
like oh my gosh, I'm about to get a win, but like I've gotten 100 wins before, so this win
Yeah,
isn't as like
Exciting.
it's not
yeah
as monumental.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. No.
so like this game, like you if you die, you lose all your loot that you bring into the raid.
Oh, so
So
it's kind of like DayZ, where if you die, you lose all your shit.
yeah,
Or not DayZ. The
Daisy. Arma.
is it DayZ? Is that what's called?
I think it's Daisy you're talking about.
yeah,
I can remember, but yeah, that's the first game that comes to my mind when you say something like that.
yep, somewhat. Um, but I like when they have the in-game system, and then they have a thing called drop kits. I
That
was
sounds
really
really.
hoping for like a kind of Tarkov looter survival style of
You want to be able to earn it.
game, where like you load in with your drop kit that
Yep.
you've acquired guns and stuff from past runs,
Okay.
and then it's kind of teased, not totally confirmed, but it kind of sounds like there's exfil locations, so you can like exfil instead of fighting to the very end.
Yeah.
So you can extract for the people that know that term.
Okay.
So I was
Sounds
really,
interesting.
I was really hoping that you like load in, you kill some guys, you take their loot, and then you'd extract, and then you'd have that loot in your inventory, and then you could put it back into your drop kit and load into another game with that loot that you
Oh,
just got.
that's a dick move. So you're talking about going into a game, whooping some guy's ass, and bouncing?
Yep, that's
Yeah.
it for
That's
it.
fucked.
Yeah, you
Fucked
take his
up.
shit and bounce, dude.
That's fucked. Yeah, it's fucked up, but that's how people play. Basically, how people kind of play Tarkov to like kind of
Asshole.
get their
Yeah,
get
but
their
then
That's
loot
funny.
up.
That's funny though. That's funny.
then
I
you
like.
can
Oh, it's hilarious.
yeah, like
Yeah.
you can take time and get good at the game, and then like go into a game with like the best guns, just trash on a whole lobby
If you if
and
you do
get
that the
super good
first
loot.
time, if you do that the
That's
first
cool.
time, do you get an achievement that says certified dick?
Dude, I hope that'd be hilarious.
That'd be an awesome achievement. They better make that achievement because of me. I want all the credit for that.
Definitely, they're gonna put some certified dick.
Sadly, though, from the leaks that we've been getting today and yesterday, it's looking like it's going to be just your straight up kind of battle royale experience with a little bit of like bring your own kit in, but it doesn't cost
Like
anything. I
on
don't
a
know.
side note,
It's kind
I
of
think
weird.
the drop kit. I think this is gonna be like a you can customize your starter like loadout. So like you can load in with like more than just a pistol or you're just your hands. I
Yeah,
would say.
I kind of from what I saw, it kind of looked like so there's a in this Warzone game mode. There's a in-game currency called plunder. You can loot it on the ground. You can get it from doing like certain objectives,
Mm-hmm.
quests that'll you can pick up in-game, like contracts, which are pretty cool. Which is pretty cool. But um, once you get like this plunder, you can buy stuff. And I think there was one of the things. It was like one of the most expensive things, and it
Yep.
was a drop kit like crate. Then you call in your drop kit, and then you'd be able to use your drop kit. So I don't think it's as much of a like a hey, you just get this. I think it's kind of a hey, you've played the game, you've got all this currency, and now you can use it as a reward.
Yeah.
But I think it's only
Nice.
like a one-time use, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'll
Hey,
still
man.
be fun.
Yeah, I'm
No,
still
for
looking
sure.
forward to it.
It sounds very interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah,
Um,
they'll
next on
build.
the list. Speaking of Fortnite, they got a new season, right? New season coming out.
Next week
Yeah,
sometime.
next week.
But
I think I don't think I've seen any of the like the a new season coming out. I think they removed the timer to the new season just because they had pushed the seasons back so far.
I mean, this is the
dude, people
first
are
I'm
upset.
hearing of it. This is the first I'm hearing of it. To be
Really?
honest with you,
Damn.
yeah.
Man
And
plays
I played the game yesterday,
Yeah, I
and I
haven't
ain't
played
hear
it
nothing.
for like months, maybe
Yeah,
almost and months.
they have a search and destroy game mode that I was like, it's actually not that bad. I was giving it a try. It's actually pretty decent. I mean, it sucks sometimes, but it's different.
Yeah,
So, but yeah, no. So we don't you don't have any more information on that. Just there's a new season coming. Get your shit ready.
I actually do have more info. So
Is Ninja coming out with another fucking emote?
No, nothing can
probably
top the
not.
Pon Pon confirmed.
Ah, thank God.
Dude,
All
Pon
right.
Pon's lit. Have you watched him do it? God, it
Dude,
gets me
every
going.
time every time I see somebody do that, I want to shoot them, and I just want to take them down.
Have you watched the original video, like the Japanese video?
No, I have not.
I'm linking it to you after this podcast. He's lit. I love every second of it.
My bad. Wait, go ahead.
they're putting in a new physics engine in Fortnite
Ooh,
in
yeah,
the new season.
yeah,
They're
yeah.
fully implementing their new chaos engine, um, which sounds cool and looks cool from development point of view, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's gonna work in Fortnite.
from people who have seen it, um, Ninja included, they
Didn't say,
have
yeah.
pretty much all said this is not going to work. People are not going to accept this because it's not Fortnite. Like it looks different.
Oh no.
So
Oh,
so they're making basically the cartoony Fortnite, what we know and like I hate to say the word love, and they're basically making it like I don't want to say completely more realistic, but more realistic. Like buildings, how they're destroyed is gonna be like actually how buildings would be destroyed. Like way example.
so kind of Battlefield-ish, like.
Kind of, but better.
More depth on like how they break. So instead of like a building like you
Yeah.
breaking out like the base and just dropping straight down, it's gonna like
Yeah.
tilt to like so if you destroy the right side, it's gonna like tilt that way and drop.
Okay.
Stuff like
So
that.
there's more physics.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be better
Gotcha.
engine.
Okay.
And
That's
like
not bad.
Wade said, Ninja said flat out, majority of the people are not gonna enjoy it because it's not our traditional Fortnite, which
Mhm.
sucks. Because I feel like with this cool engine, they could have made some dope ass game.
Yep.
But
Or at least a game mode. Make it a game mode. Doesn't have to be, part of it. Just make it a fucking game mode.
that too.
Yeah.
So
But that's basically all the Fortnite news we got.
yeah.
for
All
the-
right. Well, that's cool. We got some. We got a plethora. It's a word. Spell that out. Plethora of different games that got updated or that are going to get updated. Basically, I guess you could call it a fresh new look on the game, right? Would you call it that?
Hopefully,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's the whole.
Fingers crossed. Looks like Anthem is. They will not. They need to start from the ground up and fucking
I think
redo everything.
yeah, Dev said core mechanics, game mechanics are just going to be redone. Which I don't think it's going to take that long, personally, to do it.
I mean, I swear to God, just a couple months ago, I heard they were like, "Yeah, the game's dead. We're done supporting it." I swear that's what I heard. Because didn't they trash their like timeline for DLC and stuff like that? Like, I
Um,
swear I heard that.
yeah, they trashed DLC because obviously the game didn't do too hot. Um, I just got to the end loop when I started seeing everyone talk about it,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden I started getting to end game, and then I started getting into these issues of like, oh, I have to fly across the map, but it doesn't tell me when I'm about to run out of thruster, so I'm sitting there overheating and taking forever. And then the replayability loop is just dog ass, and you're like, there's no fucking point.
Yeah, you're like, get me the hell out of here.
Like it's a way. All means aside, the game has great intentions, but they just did it very poorly.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to be Iron Man, but make
Amen.
it
He's a
make it
badass.
like make it like how Wade said, make killing things just like trash mobs enjoyable.
Yeah, that was a big problem I had.
Well,
with
because
it,
it's
was that just
it's
like
it's more of a
killing things
chore,
doesn't
right? Isn't it more
Yeah,
of a chore?
yeah, it's more of like kill everything in this area and then progress to
Yeah.
the next area. Yes, we understand that, but like that's just generic looter shooters.
Yeah.
But it just didn't feel satisfying. Like when you play Borderlands and you headshot someone, that shit goes flying. And it just is satisfying to just slay just trash mobs. And
Yeah.
Destiny 2 has really good just like
yeah,
mechanics.
yeah. And then Anthem's just like, yeah, you shoot bullets, blah blah. Yeah, you have cool mechanics. It's nice, but again,
There's not a whole lot of satisfaction.
it's not a whole lot there. So
Yeah, it's not bad. Is
that's
there
not
is there any is there any other changes that they're doing
no.
besides mechanics and stuff like that?
They're basically just core games. This could be completely, hopefully, overhauled.
Yep.
I
So
hope it succeeds personally.
they're basically doing stuff they should have did in the first place.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So fantastic. All right. Next game, Division 2. There's some Division 2 changes. What the
Yeah.
F is going on with that?
Big DLC. Would you call it or expansion? Wade, would you call it expansion?
I would
I'd say
say expansion. Yeah.
Expansion. March 3rd, I believe it is next month. So
And this is free or paid for?
Unknown.
Unknown. I know it's probably gonna be paid for. Let's be honest. Actually,
Well,
I think they said something about
they're changing the main gameplay loop as is. So
Yeah.
like how the loot loop, like I guess the end game loop, you call it.
Yeah.
But like that's a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
That's
they're
gonna be
adding
free
some
to
other
everyone.
random things. It's gonna be great.
They've already done some changes to the game because
Yep.
the community was like, this game is fucking incredibly annoying to try to make builds.
I mean, they were selling the game for like $10 over the holiday.
Me and Bill on on break were looking at the numbers, and in
Yep.
order to get the perfect rolled
Armor gun or whatever.
armor gun or whatever for a build that you're going for, it is a 1 in 250,000, or it was. It was a 1 in 250,000 chance of getting exactly what you want.
Damn, you have a better chance of getting a shiny in Pokemon than that.
Yeah, it's
Dude,
insane.
yeah, I don't want to talk about that.
They just recently
Damn.
implemented a thing where instead of just randomly getting certain pieces to an armor set, you could go to a certain area and be guaranteed a piece of an armor set. So, like if you're going for a certain armor set, you could grind out that armor set, and that rotates every day, so you're not playing the same content, um, which is really cool. It still brings it down to 1 in
30 something
30,000.
give or take a couple thousands.
So
Good luck.
it's not the
Good luck.
best. Um,
It's a
but
lot better though.
it's a lot
but
better.
That's like for a perfect roll.
Yeah.
But like through those 30,000, you could find something that like fits your style. Like if you want high deeps, you can get some high deeps. But if you want like perfect rolls on like armor pen and health and blah blah blah, and
Mm-hmm.
other game mechanics that are in there to help you out, that's where you get into 1 in 30,000 and shit like that. But
Yeah.
To get
It's
something that's
sweet.
acceptable, it was like 1 in 500, which
damn,
is still really high. Like Destiny, to get something that is acceptable is like, I want to say it used to be like 1 in 150 to 200. It's probably higher now
Yep.
that there's more stats.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It was really bad. So
it's probably
they're
gonna make it
working
on the map again.
they're working towards a better game, and that's what we like to
It's
hear.
oh yeah, love to hear it. More games, better games.
Nice.
That's all I have.
Next thing we got is Destiny. There's some Destiny trials, some new ones, I presume.
Yeah, so back in D1, it was called Trials of Osiris. It was a weekend PvP game mode where you would get boons. They would help you out, and one would be a prevented loss. And if you go flawless in the 9 games that you are playing,
You don't
you
lose
would.
you don't lose any games. You win every single game out of
Yeah,
the 9 that
you
you play.
win. You win all 9 games, 0 losses. You go to a thing called the Lighthouse, which you get rewards. You get more rewards. You get flawless gear. Like it would look different than your normal trials set, which was really
Cool.
really dope. Like a lot of streamers kind of made it big off of that because they did trials carries on the weekends. It was just nice to just get your homies together, just 2 buddies, and just play PvP. Because you could just play, do the bounties, and get cool looking gear. But if you went flawless, you got dope looking gear. Like it was glowy. You knew that dude was a badass when you saw him in a tower.
Yep. You'd see people and be
Was
like,
it the
"Damn."
was it the dopest dope you've ever smoked?
Oh yeah, dude, 100%.
It was really cool actually.
100%.
Nice.
And yeah, like I said, you go in the tower and you see like these dope like glowing cloaks, and you're like, that dude's good at PvP. That looks cool. He's good at this game. Like that's like pristine. Destiny 2 came out. Blah blah blah. We got Trials of the 9, which didn't hit the same. I would feel to me.
Oh.
Yep.
They lowered. Was it 7 wins now?
Yeah, they kind of took out
Boon
the
thing.
whole boons, which I think, I don't know. It just didn't feel.
It didn't feel trialsy.
It didn't feel the same.
It
Yeah,
felt
and
like
it
awkward competitive.
it went from in D1 just being an elimination, like straight elimination game mode, where it's
Yes.
3v3 elimination, to having these like objective based game modes, like kind of search and destroy variant, um, and it just
It,
wasn't good.
it Destiny doesn't play well with search and destroy. Like it's too wonky. I feel there's too much going on. Like I don't know, it's odd. So they had that. It was fun. The armor looked really cool. The flawless armor again looked even cooler. So you were like, I really want to go flawless. But then you started running into those people that were so bent on I want to win and I'm not good enough, or I'm gonna start DDoSing people. And
Yeah.
it wasn't to an extreme, but like it did happen. Like you go on the forums and people are like, "Yeah, I played trials all weekend and I couldn't get past 3 wins because I kept getting DDoS by people." So it's wasn't the greatest experience for some people, but it was for other people. And now in season 10, which is going to be, I believe, end of next month or mid of next month. We don't know what the name of it's called. Actually, I think there's a leaked name, but I don't think it's true. Trials is coming back, but everyone is super hyped, but also super scared because now Destiny's on PC, like fully on PC on Steam. People are just going to aimbot, hack, and just go through it. And Bungie has been hitting the ban hammer, but you can't really hit the ban hammer on people who don't do it as much. Like you can, like if a guy goes
Like
perfect
you can see
every game, yeah,
you can see a pattern. That's kind of how their system works. Is you look and you're like, okay, we see a pattern of this person who's not very good going and winning every
crazy
single
numbers,
game
yeah,
and never losing.
yeah.
But
So there's
like that
it's
person
really
should still
hard
do it.
to go in on. Yeah, it's really hard to go on it because you have the boosters who people just pay for to boost their account to go flawless and get the gear because they're way too shitty and scumbaggy to do that. Then there's like I said, the DDoSers, the hackers that do it a couple times and then they get away with it, and then they do a couple more times and still get away with it. Because Destiny right now has no anti cheat. It's kind of upsetting. Like in normal comp, like when you get high end comp, like you will face people that will literally shoot you through. Like you'll be hiding around a corner and you get bowed to the head one shot for some reason. It's utterly stupid. Or they actually just don't die. Like they physically won't die. Like you can shoot them, it'll do a kill feed, and it'll do a thing in the kill feed. They will keep respawning forever, even if they have 0 life. Actually, incredibly stupid. And I hope, for the love of God, there's some big pain in the ass quest or something that we had to do before we get to unlock trials, so that gets rid of the people that are reverse boosting, hacking, blah blah blah. So like when they do get caught, they're like, shit, I don't want to redo all that again to play trials. So that's the trials story going on right now in the Destiny community, Mr. Simeon.
Nice, nice. I actually have some news on a game that I've spaced on, but State of Decay 2 is actually getting an overhaul done too as well.
Really?
Yeah, it's a game that I was super excited about because how do you start off so great with the first one and then take a shit on yourself in the second one? How does that happen? I don't know. It just happens. But they have a
Destiny did
new
it, so it's fine.
they have a new overhaul where they're putting out a new I'm drawing a blank. I can't remember if it's a new town or if it's just a new section. They're redoing all the textures and the graphics and everything to be higher resolution, which is great. And then they have some other stuff, and this is all free. So
Nice.
I'm pretty pumped for that. So there wasn't really too much, but pretty much it was just fixing things, adding new areas to explore, lay your foundation down, and stuff like that. Oh, they made it easier to um, categorize characters upgrades and have all the people you have alive in your group, and basically just go through that, which was pretty nice too because it was a pain to do upgrades and maintain everybody in your group. So that was nice.
That
Um,
sounds like great
yeah,
positive stuff to it.
I'm pretty excited about it. Um, looks like we got one more game that's getting some new stuff, and that's Siege. Um, like two new operators,
Yeah,
two new operators.
we got the
What?
new season. These chicks finals. I think they're this weekend, or they already happened. I'm not quite sure.
They're happening right now. I was watching TSM earlier today.
Yeah, so C6 finals going on
Ooh,
right now. By the time this podcast goes out, they are going to be long over.
yes.
Um, but yeah, so finals this weekend, which marks the beginning of a new season. Um, and we're getting two new operators, um, the Kool Aid Man and um, Hollow Pilot. Pretty cool.
Any news on them? Their abilities or anything? What they do?
Yeah. The Kool Aid Man is named Oryx, um, and he's got like a boost rush or a sprint. I don't really know how to describe it. But
He's got a powerful sprint.
he like runs
Was he a
forward.
juggernaut?
His ability is like he runs forward really fast, and he can like
Yikes.
bust through walls or doors, or he can run into people and knock them over.
Okay,
It's
that's
pretty
not
funny.
that bad. The way you started it, you made it seem like he was stupid. I'm not a guy that's got a powerful sprint. I'll pass and I'll go to the next guy. But no,
Powerful sprint.
he
Yeah.
can break walls down and shit. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then so he's the attacker, and the new defender is Lana, and she has the ability to make a hologram of herself and then control that hologram. Um,
Oh, great.
so you pretty much like use your ability. You go into the eyes of the hologram and you play as the hologram. So you can like go into an objective and see what's going on as your hologram and trick people out to think you're on one side of the room as your
Yeah.
hologram, and then they shoot your hologram, and you go back to your actual character and pop out the other side and shoot them in the face. Sounds
Do
kind of
you
cool.
so do you lose health? Do you know,
Nope, the
does
hologram
like
is
does
completely separate of you. Um,
wow
Can't shoot though
you
as a
can't
hologram.
shoot.
Like,
So like
well, you
oh
as the
can, but
hologram,
it
you
does no
can't hurt people.
damage.
Which I mean,
can
it'd be kind of OP if you just got two lives.
well yeah that would fucking suck. I mean it can mute like
Yep,
scramble the hologram or whatever.
yep. Mute and electronics shut her down.
Okay, I was gonna say because that's the only thing that I could think of that would possibly counter Lana. It's the only thing I could think of.
Yep, or shooting her.
I
And
thought
that's
she was an attacker. I thought it was the opposite way around.
use
Never
an
mind.
attacker.
Yeah.
I thought you said Oryx was an attacker and
Oh
defense.
no, or
Yeah,
it's a defender. So now it's pretty much a sledge on the defense, which is cool.
Fantastic. Yeah, you gotta get that sledge.
oh yeah, front door, dude. Front door.
Don't worry, I got the front door.
Oh, it's a meme in our group. It's hilarious.
That's funny. Any other news on the Sea Raiders? There, Wade.
Nope, no other siege news.
Sweet, sweet. All right. Next on the list is some information on Pokemon Home and their bullshit ass launch.
What do you
uh,
not like about it?
well, I mean, not only myself, but other people have, especially on day one when the app launched on both the Switch and the mobile devices, constant crashes. Pokemon you put in there would either not go in there or they would just straight vanish after being put in there after being transferred. So
Hmm.
and then they're gone. So if you put shinies in there or you put perfects in there or whatever, you put them in there and they're gone. They're gone. You're not getting them
Damn.
back, and that's it. There was a lot of bugs where the
Sus.
um, Wonder Box and the GTS just flat out wouldn't work. Um, there would be times where you would put stuff in there and it would just freeze and you would be stuck in this limbo. Fuck else is there? Oh, lobbies. Um, open, crash. So the first couple days were just straight dog shit. Um, right now it seems to be working pretty good, at
As
least for the most
intended.
part. Yeah.
Very good.
So I mean, I downloaded the free version. Obviously, I'm not gonna pay for it after having that horrific first day. I was saying to myself, thank the fucking Lord I didn't buy that, because if I would have, I probably would have been super pissed and demanded a refund immediately.
That bad, damn.
Yeah, I mean they did give people free Pokemon, so if you get in there, you get to pick a free Gen 1 Pokemon of your choice.
Yeah, Charmander,
which
Bulbasaur, Squirtle.
technically you only need to pick 2 of them. If
Yeah.
you pick a Charmander, I should question your Pokemon expertise.
Then don't look at me.
Ah, jeez. Did you really pick? You didn't pick Charmander, did you?
I did.
You get them for free already. What the hell's wrong with you?
I completely spaced that. Like,
Yeah. So
I beat Sword, but like I
yeah.
never went to the place to get
Oh, to go
the
pick them up.
Charmander.
Yeah.
And when I did the phone, I was like, oh, cool, I'm gonna pick Charmander because why else would I? But I already have like all the ones. I really couldn't give a shit less what I picked.
Yeah. So me personally, I have Charmander already. I was doing or not Wonder Box. I was doing the um Wonder Trades in the Shield game, and I got a Squirtle out of there. So I was like, fucking bet. The only one I need is Bulbasaur now. So I grabbed Bulbasaur, which they let you get that for free. They give everybody a free Pikachu, and they give everybody a free Rotom, Rotom, whatever the fuck you say his name.
Rodham.
Yeah, I already have a perfect of him, so I don't need another one. But you get those for free. And
Cool.
apparently, you're supposed to be able to get a Pichu for free or some shit like that, but I haven't got that yet or figured it out. But so far, I would say it has not had a successful. But as of right now, the functionality of it's working decently. So,
Very good.
have you done anything with it, Billy?
No, because I'm partnering with my brother tomorrow. I think the Pokemon Bank and all my Pokemon are on his technically Nintendo account. He's been busy at work.
I think if I'm sorry to cut you off, if I'm not mistaken, I think because of the malfunction, they're giving people a little bit of free time, like free time to bring Pokemon from Pokemon Bank over to Pokemon Home.
Gotcha.
If I'm not mistaken, let me double check.
I'll look into that. But
Yeah.
no, I watched a couple of videos about it, like how like and the YouTuber I watched, like he transferred over like thousands of Pokemon. Nothing wrong really happened. But what I noticed is moves that aren't in Sword and Shield have a exclamation point on them and physically can't be used in Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Or there's Pokemon in right now in the bank that I can't even bring over. They have the circle with the line through it. Like you can't
Yes,
bring
because
it in.
did you get it from any like person, like a random trade?
It was through the GTS.
So it's probably a hacked Pokemon.
Some motherfuckers. If I see them, I swear they better count their lucky stars.
Because certain guys are like not allowed. Zygarde, I believe, is just not allowed in general. I think it's actually Zygarde itself is fine, but like the forms before it, like its small form, its medium form, and then its super big form aren't allowed. I think just in general for no odd reason, but whatever. I think a couple of the other Pokemon aren't allowed on Sword, but eventually they will be. But like, if it's legitimately a hacked Pokemon, like they won't allow it to go over.
Yeah, well, it's simple ones like Cyndaquil, Totodile, even a fucking Starmie. I couldn't bring a Starmie in there.
Did it have like a move that it had like a circle line through it? Really?
Yeah, it had a circle line through it. I haven't looked at them specifically to see if there's any red flag. I just that was fucking stupid. It's just stupid. So I'm gonna do a little more investigation. I'm gonna do a little more investigation on.
I think probably later down the road, near like launch of the DLC, there'll probably be more patches and letting more Pokemon over. Because is the National Dex fully in Sword and Shield?
Not yet, but it's supposed to be soon because of Pokemon Home. But there's, like I said, there's a lot of these issues that were brought up because of Pokemon Home and people losing their collection and people losing certain things and stuff like that. They haven't even been addressed yet.
So I think they're gonna fix that.
Yep.
And then they're gonna touch on.
I wonder what they're gonna do. I wonder what they're gonna do because
Because is
You
there
know,
any? There's not really any way of tracing it, right?
I don't think so. No, because well, anybody can say, I had a perfect yada 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 with this and this and this, and if they start
Unless
doing
they
that,
physically have like battle records on like
yeah,
recordings, yes, I could see
yeah,
that. But again, I don't know. There's really not much they can kind of compromise with. They can't be like, okay, here's a free whatever for everyone that
yeah,
has perfect IVs because people are just gonna fucking riot because they're like, well, this dude didn't get his shit taken, but he gets this free dude. Like, what the
yeah.
fuck?
Well,
Like,
and that
it's
yeah, and that'll show like, hold on, are you guys doing favorites over this guy because he's such and such or whatever?
yeah.
So
So
I could see that being a problem.
I don't know how they're gonna address it. There might be some tracing thing, but
Yeah,
I feel like if they do something like that, they should single out the people that it happened to and who have filed forms
yeah, I agree.
or that are legitimate claims that are like, hey, I legitimately had yada yada and
Yeah,
so that had
you got
well like
documentation. You should
three
be
of
good
them
to
were
go.
yeah, if you have documentation that like they were shiny,
Yeah.
they majority of them had perfect stats or near
Hmm.
perfect stats,
Yep.
like what's the compromise, and then hopefully they take the proper approach to it
Yep.
because it's kind of BS. Like obviously you can't help bugs and glitches like that, or Nintendo
No.
can just be like how I tell people at Target, get bent. Sorry, you're out of luck.
Yeah, get out of
I
my
love
face
to
and go
tell
home
people
and
that
cry.
it's literally my favorite thing too. Like, I get a phone call and they're like my TV blotted off. Like I bought it like 80 days ago. I'm like, yeah, I can't do anything.
Yeah, tough
Just
luck.
call the
Call
provider.
Geek
Call
Squad. Call Geek
call
Squad.
call call Vizio. Have someone else fix it. Like, we just sold it to you. We don't physically do anything with that. So
Yeah, yeah,
it's a great time. But I feel like they'll do something. But as soon as the national dex is in, I feel like everything's just gonna be like free game. I guess
yeah.
like
It better
everything's
be. It
well,
fucking
because
better
like
be.
yeah, like I could give a fuck less about Zygarde.
Yeah,
I never used them, man. I didn't collect all the cells. That was a pain in the ass.
I didn't either. So
I collected a handful of them. I was like, yep, nope, this guy is not on the collection list.
someone's gonna breed them anyway and just shell them out.
Yeah, so you're gonna have those people that just breed things and
Yeah,
give you everything out. But
I'll get mine on the Wonder Trade.
yeah, that's my
Yeah.
tidbit on the Pokemon
Well,
news.
one thing before we transition next, I almost forgot. Coming here in I think 10 days. Nope, 12 days. So almost 2 weeks from now, they're gonna be releasing a new Pokemon. Apparently, it's a new mythical Pokemon.
New
They
mythical
have,
Pokemon. Do we have
yeah,
like leaks of it?
yeah. Well, they have the outline, so you know how they do that. Who that TV show? So they
Do
have
Do
the
you want
out.
to send me the nudes of it so I can like look at?
Yeah, sir. Hit me up. I need you to slide into my D.
Oh, dude, I'm already in your DM.
Sweet, sweet. Yeah, you better toboggan your ass into that DM.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, there he. It's supposed to be a mythical meaning. I don't know if that means a legendary or what, but apparently February 27th. I'm assuming they're probably going to do a video on him or they're going to make a statement on Twitter or something.
Direct or something.
Yeah, so
Okay,
that should
cool.
be interesting. But
But yeah, no, hit me up with that outline. We'll discuss it
yeah,
after the cast real quick. And
yeah,
give it
for
a
sure,
thought.
man. That's all I got for Pokemon. Wade, you magically, you got something?
Um,
I like Pokemon.
Nintendo is fucking over everyone. Accept it. Move on.
Hey man, you watch your fucking mouth. You watch your
That,
mouth.
that dude looks dope, but at the same time, I'm kind of scared.
Yeah, I have no idea. But next thing that we got on the list is um, I can never say this right. Is it Nvidia?
Yeah.
Nvidia. Okay, so Nvidia GeForce um, just took their video game streaming service out of beta and is free for all users right now. Um, and basically, what it is it's video game streaming as it sounds. So this is to compete with Google Stadia and Microsoft's Project Cloud. Um, at least from the little bit of information that I could get from it, it's um, a platform similar to Stadia that allow you to stream your PC games on laptops, um, Windows laptops, Mac laptops, the NVIDIA Shields, and other Android devices. They they already have over 1,000 games on their included in their service, including the popular ones like Fortnite, um, Black Ops 4, I believe. It's not the new one, Black Ops 4, Skyrim, and whatnot, all those other games. Um, and right now it's free, starting it was a couple days ago. It's free. I don't know how long it's going to be free for, but apparently it's free. You have an hour to um, test it out, play games, do stuff like that to see if you like it, and then after that, it will redirect you to paid service. So at least they give you like a test trial of it.
Mhm.
Billy, you should try that out. You should do a little investigation on that for us and get back to us.
Aye, Captain. It's in the memory bank.
Um,
Sweet.
Another thing on that whole game streaming thing.
Yes, sir.
Apple just put out their um, request for people to join into their iOS testing for their xCloud.
For a Project X Cloud?
Yeah,
See, I heard about that. I didn't really have a lot of stuff on that, but I heard there was a lot of restrictions. That Apple is going to have a lot of restrictions for the Project X Cloud.
I
No cartoons.
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah,
Um, I just know
I
that
have.
they're only accepting 10,000 people. I signed up real quick,
Yeah.
but the likelihood that I get into it is low as hell.
So apparently, just one thing that I can pull up really quickly. So Apple policies, which Microsoft didn't reveal or explain, but pretty much means that as of right now, for test people, there's only going to be a single title that will work on iOS devices, and that's
Yep,
Halo Master Chief Collection.
yep.
Um,
They're
which
literally
I
just
mean
testing
that
beta at this point.
yeah, that has what 6 games on it right now. If they Reach, right, 6 or 5.
One,
I'm
two,
pretty sure
three, four, and Reach, I believe.
5.
I
Oh,
don't.
it's 5.
Five isn't on there.
Okay, that's fine. ODST is not on there either, right? Okay.
No.
Yeah, so there's a couple other restrictions that I can't think of just because I didn't really have a lot, but yeah, no, I mean, great. So you'll be our testing. So
xCloud tester. Oh.
yeah, yeah, all you guys got some shit to do, and I'm over here just doing nothing. I got my hands in my pants over here, guys. I need something. God
There you
damn
go.
it.
We just got new games for each other. So talk about
I know,
those.
I know. I want to be neck deep in that, neck deep. But thanks for segueing us into that. So, like Wade just said, we have games for each other. So, Wade, since you were so graciously, if I can fucking speak, to remind us on that, do you want to start us off?
With the game I got or with the game I'm getting?
Let's go with the game you're getting. Let's just do with the game you're getting because we'll say what everybody got the game for the person. So you can start with the game that you got for your person.
All right. So personally, I was getting my game for Sim, Swiper, and I got a indie game that goes by the name of Kingdom Two Crowns.
Okay,
It's kind
okay.
of a. Have you heard of it before?
I have not.
It's kind of a. What's the right word? Like a pixel game, side scroller ish.
Okay,
But the point of it is to um, kind of build up your a little base and fend off monsters in the nighttime and go around and collect coins to build up your base more, and the monsters get tougher and tougher each night. And then you try to escape the island, and then you go to a new island that has different stuff and different like bonuses, and you do it again.
okay.
level up your
Nice.
king, and then yeah, it's real simple, but it's cool.
All right, cool. For sure. Is it? It's not physical, right? You said it's a indie game, so I'm assuming it's code, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, yeah. Shoot that over to me. I'll play that. So then we'll since you got it for me, I'll say who I got my game. I got my game for Billy, and I got two for him.
Ooh,
Uh,
finally spoiled.
so one of them
2 months of
is
two games. My God.
so one of them is a smaller game. That's the only reason I did it. Um, the other one's kind of hefty. I won't say kind of hefty, but I don't know. We'll leave it up to interpretation. But the first game, it's called Mr. Shifty. So apparently this game got 9 out of 10 on
Damn.
Steam rating. So it's a hot game. It's a hot game. Just to give you the quick um, rundown of it, the spiel: teleport, shift through bullets, and master lightning fast takedowns in an all new kind of action game.
Oh, I'm gonna be spam boy.
So,
Let's go down.
apparently you're going to be doing a lot of taking bitches down. So,
Hell yeah.
it sounded pretty cool. So, and it seems to be in like a confined. It's like a above screen, looks like bird's eye view. So not your traditional first person or third person view. So I figured that'd be kind of different. And then the other game that I got is a strategy game, Warhammer 4000
Ooh.
Dawn of War 3.
Ooh.
That's a game that
So,
I would honestly be down to get as well, and we can all play that together.
ooh. So yeah, that was the beefier one, if you will,
Gotcha.
looking at. But I
Yeah.
figured, don't tell anybody it was on sale. So, so snag that. Um, figured you'd try that. So those are the games that I got for Billy.
Sweet. And then on to me, I got what game is it? I got Wade, the standard edition of Black Desert Online.
Yeah, I don't even.
So
I
it's
don't
an
even know.
MMORPG, Wade. You're gonna be diving into this bitch
I don't even
real,
know. I watched
He's
real
gonna
good.
lose.
I watched
He's
some
gonna lose his
gameplay,
mind.
and there was a lot of reading, and I don't know if I'm a fan
You,
of that.
you're gonna have fun, Wade.
You're gonna have to break out a notebook and take notes.
I was given two stipulations: either my
Yeah,
character looks derpy as fuck, or it has
some
massive titties.
an anime bitch,
And
100%.
either way, we want a picture. Either way, we
Either
want a
way, we
picture.
will get a picture and it'll be posted everywhere on social media.
Oh yeah, it'll be on Twitter.
I'll record some gameplay, and we can put it on Twitter and
I
whatever.
like it. I like it.
Hell yeah.
Do you guys got anything else you want to say? Because if not, I have one last thing to end on.
Nah, it's all you.
I think I've covered
Floor is
everything I
yours.
want to talk about.
Sweet.